Today we are painting a white Christmas on black watercolor paper, and I promise this is way easier than it looks. And if you love cozy white Christmas, but you want something a little extra, today's painting has a simple luxury twist. I know many of you are always asking what white paint I use, so I'm going to share that with you, show you how I do my splatter techniques, metallic touches, and these are going to make your paintings glow against a dark background like this. Perfect if you're new to watercolor or you just want that cozy holiday project that feels special without being overly complicated. So let's jump in. We are going to give the Black Legion paper, black watercolor paper, a chance again because I don't feel like I was fair to it. I'd only used it a couple of times, and you know, sometimes it just takes a little bit to get used to things. So I thought I would try. I don't have much for gouache paints. All I have is white and black for the most part, but you know, you can add any white to any kind of watercolor to create a gouache. Just the white, I thought that would be really pretty against the black paper. I've been doing lots of trees lately. Ooh, a little snow in there already. So I thought, well, let's just try with the white and see what happens. So this is the Dr. Martens Bleed Proof White, and for brush, I'm using my fancy one. This is my Siberian Elk Medium handmade brush by Lebanson Brushes. I will give you guys a link because they're still doing the 20% off coupon till the end of the year. So the code is Kellie, Kellie 20, and that's good through the end of December. All right, so this is a really nice point on it. It's very soft, so you're gonna do one of those trees that we've been doing lately. Just the tippy tops. Now this is the snow. And if you haven't watched that video yet, I will link it for you. It is my #1 watercolor video as of lately. That has really helped me reach that 20,000 subscriber mark really fast over the last week. And I could not have done it without you guys. So thank you so much. And for those of you that are new here, welcome, and I hope you get lots of inspiration from the channel. I hope you come back and hit the subscribe button. So you almost have to think of this as a negative painting on here. I am putting in my lights rather than taking them off. So it just looks like a snow-covered tree in the dark, doesn't it? And you do want to get bigger as you come down, but you're just going to fill in some of those areas. You can create a few little stragglers out here. So we've got a nice little point on here, and again, as we come down to the bottom, it's getting a little wider, and just going to fill in just a little bit down there. Now this tree could come all the way down if you want, but I want to leave a little bit of room down the bottom for some snow. So I'm going to grow it up here on the top just a little bit more. Now again, you could add watercolors to that if you wanted a color. Let's just go ahead and put a little snow down the bottom. So I'm just going to kind of drag that brush on the side. And this brush is very, very soft, so I don't want to put too much pressure, but look at that. Nice little piles of snow with a little dry brush. Isn't that gorgeous? Little splatter effect. I've been cleaning up this table so much lately because I've been doing so much snow. I'm going to try and not to get everything covered this time. Let's see how this goes. I just want a clean table. Who cares, right? Get messy, but it's just because I am filming on here today, so I don't want to. I've got a lot of things to film, so I'm trying to keep it clean. Look at that beautiful snow. How simple is that? That is actually really pretty on the black paper. I think it really, really stands out. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think of the black paper. And have you tried black paper? And am I giving it a fair enough shot? Like, that's really pretty. But I have another idea. All right, you guys, I think this calls for something special. I am pulling out the luxury glittery bombs of Lissalinka, the Radiant Jewel Collection. Oh, this stuff is just all handmade, gorgeous, and the sheen that it produces is amazing. And look at the case. I mean, seriously. Talk about luxury. I feel very luxurious just holding these good amount in here too. And it comes with a little dropper. And I want to say a special shout out. Thank you again to one of my patrons, Shelly West, who was so kind and surprised me with these, which is absolutely amazing. And it's almost like I don't dare to use them very often because I know how expensive they are. But you know what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. And the whole point of having all of this gorgeous stuff is to try it, play with it, and enjoy it, right? The little dropper bottle even comes with it. You just add a little drop of water onto the top of it and then mix it up. So I did put a little bit of purple in this one. You can see that this is actually not the same tree I had before. Look at this. Let me just get up close to this so you can see the sparkle. Now it's daylight here, so I don't have like good lighting on this like in the sunlight. It's kind of overcast today, but I'm going to try to turn on the light and show you under the lights how sparkly this stuff is. But anyway, I was saying that the tree I did was, the first tree is this one. So the one that we just did, I just showed you how to do, is basically the same way, but I added a little bit of purple to this one, and I started with the little gold balls, and I was using my gel pen, not my aqua bronze, and I thought, oh my goodness, this calls for some glittery gorge, right? So I thought, let's try it. So here is that beautiful purple. So I'm going to play. Like I said, I did 2 of them. I'm going to turn the lights on here just so I could see if it's much brighter. I've got an overhead light. They're still wet, and I put it over the purple. We'll see what happens with that. Let's try a couple other colors. Let's try the green. Let me come up close again. Oh, I wish you could see, like my lighting doesn't do it quite justice. I'm going to drop in some green in here on my second winter white tree. You can barely see it with the light. I'm going to come up a little closer for you here in a second. We'll get it though. We'll get you a good shot of it so you can really see how sparkly these guys are. So if you haven't heard of Lisalinka paints before, the glittery watercolors, luxury watercolors, they are from Germany. And on their website, they actually have full tutorials. There's one of a dragonfly, there's a koi fish, and they have some others that they keep coming out with to help you paint along with them. So you don't have to have these. You could get regular metallic paints, which I did do, but I seem to only use these during the holidays. That's kind of like my thing. I don't normally paint with glittery paints unless it's the holidays. I don't know why. So I tried a little bit of gold in here, splatter a little bit of the blue, just trying out all the different colors for some fun. How pretty is that? So kind of as I'm saying this, I'm thinking, well, I really do kind of paint with gold. I paint with gold all the time, and that's shiny. So that's not true. For some reason, it's just the gold. I don't know what's in my head. Something's in my head. And speaking of gold, let's just put a little gold star on the top of the tree. I don't know, but look at the water. Let's see if I can even get that. I mean, it's like mesmerizing. I feel like it's like Cinderella's dress. Like, look at when I was a kid, I was fascinated by Cinderella's sparkly dress, that white dress. And that's just what it reminds me of. Look at that. Kind of has a little green tint to it. I had to come in closer just so you could see it. All right, you guys, so I may have not been too fair with the black watercolor paper. That is gorgeous, but it could be partially to the beautiful metallic paints from Lisalinka. Lisalinka? I think that's how you say it. I mean, they're just beautiful. They're expensive, but they're beautiful. I have to admit that I really wasn't a fan of the black paper, but I might have to do a double take. This is actually was on my fails for 2025 and just at the end of 2025. Maybe I'm figuring it out. You know how sometimes you just don't give new products the love they deserve when you're just trying to figure out how to use them, and maybe you just haven't figured out how to use them yet. But I mean, these are just absolutely gorgeous on the black paper. So this, I mean, how about for that as a card, huh? I mean, who wouldn't be happy to get something like that? It's just like sparkly joy, and without the glitter. It doesn't come off, you know, like glitter. If you open up a glitter picture or card, it goes everywhere. Yeah, okay, I take it back. Legion paper. Um, yeah, the cold pressed black is not bad. Using it with these metallics, and I tried it with gouache earlier. I mean, again, it's pretty. It's just not what I usually do. Maybe I just bring it out for the holidays. It's my holiday paper because it's special. A Patreon membership also makes for a thoughtful gift for anyone who loves watercolor, or even for yourself if you've been hanging out on the free version. You get access to the full-length tutorials, the bonuses, the paint-alongs, behind-the-scenes stuff that I don't share anywhere else. Consider joining us over there. It's a great community. I'll have the link down below for you. So I hope you guys like this one. If you are looking for more little fun things to do for the holidays, don't forget to check out my holiday playlist. It's up here on the right-hand side. You can just click on it from here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. I'll leave you the links below.